Okay, so what you just saw is Mac on the phone calling the courthouse on his second day. Okay, oh, sorry about the light there. I'm dividing this into 2 days. His first day was the first video that I posted with his actual court date. And this day now that you're about to see is the second day. Now, what he's doing there is he's calling the court in order for them to set his second court date. Okay, so in the video that you're about to see, I'm actually going to cut back in time first. Okay, we're going to go back in time to the first court date when he is being told by the court that his second day is just a phone call, because initially the second day was going to be a court date as well, where he was going to be coming in and talking to the judge, presumably about another court date, because I think that's how they do it. They just have court dates in order to schedule other court dates. So they said, no, don't come in for the second day, because they kind of caught on to the fact that he had tons of people there. And instead of coming in, we're just going to do it by phone, because that's easier. We'll just do it by phone. It's not a big deal. And so I'm going to show you now the clip of where he's finding this out. We're all kind of figuring this out together. And when they're telling him, oh, don't come in on your second day, just call us. Okay, that's when somebody suggests that we still come in. Okay, because what they want is to not have crowds of people around Mac, obviously supporting him. Okay, so we kind of decided as a group that we would do that we'd all go in for his phone call. Of course, he could do that from his home, but it's kind of preposterous. Also, we're able to congregate there at the court. So that's what you're about to see the second day right now.
I got to do it. Yeah, but not here. I got to do it from home by video. And then they're going to set a trial date, I guess.
What happened?
So why online? What? Because I thought it was a in-person date
I don't know. Now they want me to go here the 23rd to do something. I don't know what that is. She said we're going to set up a trial date. A case manager will let you know. But now they pulled me in, and now they want me to show up on the 23rd by video or phone. Shady shit. I don't know.
So we could do it from here. We could still get together and do it from here.
On a laptop. Yeah. That was good.
Okay, sorry. I have to interrupt that one there because we're going to flip over to the following week, I guess it was. Okay, this is where Mac is making the phone call to make the arrangement for the next court date or whatever. Okay, but that's not the point. The point is that you'll notice that there's like, I don't know, 50 people or something. Everybody's just quiet because we don't know what is going on. All right, everybody in that audience has never seen this happen before. I don't even know if Mac has seen this happen before. Anyways, he's in the middle of it. So he's figuring things out. We're watching, just kind of like holding our breath, waiting to see how this is all going to go down. So here it is.
Yes, this is. I'm the judicial case manager.
Perfect. How are you this morning?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm okay. So, I'm honorably appearing here again for the second time and the final time. So I just wondering if I require the evidence of jurisdiction be produced.
Mr. Parhar, this appearance is strictly for scheduling purposes only. Judge Alexander has directed a 2-day trial to be scheduled, and I'm offering it March 8th and 9th, which does work for Federal Crown. Are those dates available for you in your calendar?
I'm not able to participate until evidence of jurisdiction is provided, that the court has jurisdiction. Have they...
Mr. Parhar?
Yes, Suzanne?
Are you available March 8th and 9th? You will have to get some legal advice on how you follow through with the other matters. This is strictly scheduling the trial date.
Well, I demand obligation that a contract be produced, that the Quarantine Act applies before we can proceed.
Mr. Parhar, I have no knowledge of your file or the details of your file. I'm offering Mark Jason 9th. Are you available?
Is that a request?
Are you available?
Well, is that a request or an order?
Well, if you're available, the trial date will be scheduled for those 2 days. If you're not, I will be offering the next 2 available days.
No, well, if you're requesting I show up, I decline the offer. If you're ordering that I show up, then my fee, liability fee is $1 per second. And I need half that money up front.
Okay. Mr. Parhar,
Yes, Suzanne.
and it's your worship, not Suzanne. That's how you can address me.
Sure, Your Honorable Suzanne.
No, it's not the Honorable Suzanne either.
Well, the woman that I'm speaking to.
I'm just going to put you on mute for just a quick second.
Thank you.
They didn't expect you here, did they? Or they didn't expect the crowd?
Unless they've been following my social media.
Okay, Mr. Parhar, what I am going to do is ask that you attend courtroom 204 to confirm your trial date, okay? And the sheriff will direct you to that courtroom now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
I'm gonna go with you.
No, don't go in. It's it.
Yeah, is it an order?
Now she's using a different word.
I got this. I gotta repeat that. Yeah, the sheriff's gonna come get me. Because she's a judicial case manager, now I gotta go in front of a justice of the peace. Nobody's gonna want to touch this. Taking on the beast.
Yeah. That's all. That's all.
This whole thing is requested. This is all about we request if we
Yeah, exactly.
recommend.
Yeah.
And we go, okay.
Yeah, because they need consent. They need our consent as human beings to do their bidding.
This is great. You guys, thanks for coming out. Monumental.
No, thank you.
This was set, I got put in this position. I didn't ask for it.
We are not for sale. 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 All body, all choice.
No, just. I'm talking to him. Yeah? He said you're required to come in. It's up to you. Do you want to come in or no?
I need to know if it's an order or a
This
request.
is a request. He's requiring me to come in.
I decline.
Okay, no problem. I'll let him know.
Thank you. Oh, it's on. Everybody's recording. Got cameras everywhere. Wired. I'm not ridiculous. Am I her property?
They keep picking different words to use.
That's what they do. They trick people up. And they got me last week and they got me again.
One word.
They're tricky.
Yeah, one word. Yeah.
Hey, you got to be on your toes, and I wasn't.
It's so corrupt when one word.
I learned.
Oh, he's taking pictures of all of us too.
okay to take a pause and
Take a breather.
Oh, the damages are coming. That's the Parhar Court claim, guys.
Yeah.
Parhar Court claim is going to be after. John Horgan, David Eby, Adrian Dix, David Jensen, and Adrian Schwitzer are listed on that claim. They're going to try to be criminal and have it thrown out like they've done with Christopher's cases in Ontario and Nova Scotia.
Is it a provincial court claim?
Superior Court. Yeah. And they're not going to be able to throw this out. All right? But this Quarantine Act is getting exposed right now as being fraudulent and not applicable to men and women. That's right. Living, breathing people.
healthy people.
Wish I knew this 20 years ago, all those speeding tickets and traffic. Suspended licenses. That would have come in handy. If I ask you, can I have your umbrella, you could choose to give it to me or not. If I order you to give it to me, then I'm considering you my property, and you're not my property. So if I order you, you say, no, I'll give it to you for $10 or whatever, right? I can't make you give me something. Otherwise, I'm claiming you as my property. But our legal fiction, all caps, on our birth certificate, passport, driver's license, credit cards, that's the fiction they created and have us thinking we're that fiction which they own because they created that. We got registered, our parents got duped, sign here, and they created a birth certificate, made it a corporation, and they own that corporation. And they're fooling us to think we're that all caps name corporation. And when we say this is not fair, they don't care. Because they're not talking to the man or woman, they're talking to the corporation. They own that corporation. That's why there's so much injustice. And that's why they get away with it. But if they try to trespass against a man or woman that's standing up, she's going to be liable, or he, whoever the justice of the peace is. If they try to treat me like property, without proof on their property, the man, the flesh and blood, now they're liable. And they don't want anything to do with that.
Yeah. So did you get your statement?
Statement of live birth, go to Service BC. Everybody should order it, have it handy before these criminals shut that down.
What is it?
Statement of live birth. Or what is it, a statement or what is it, Jay? Record of live birth. In Ontario, they call it long form. Yeah, I have it here. Hold on, I'll show it to you guys. A certified true copy of registration.
That's the long form.
So if you're from a different province, whatever, you gotta go to there.
What is it called again?
So it's called a certificate, true copy, registration document. Service BC. That proves you were born live. It says here somewhere, I can't read this. Number born alive, including this birth. 1. I was born alive.
Okay.
That's basically
Can you
what it's
flash that
verified.
again?
To say,
It's helpful because he's a living man. It proves that he's a living man.
yes. I'll go in and I'll speak for it.
You can't go in if you're not going to wear a mask.
Well, it's an unfair trial then.
It's not a trial.
They just gave me a sheet with
Alright?
But that's just a notice,
Yeah.
it's not an order. Unless is it an order?
I don't
No, we decline. No, we don't acknowledge that. Sorry.
I don't accept. Yeah! Is that a judge? Fuck!
So today was the second court date. I don't know if you can call it a court date. It's really just a phone call between Mac and the court here at New Westminster. And I just wanted to point out that this right here is the sum total of the major media sources that are covering this event. Just pretty much just this tripod. That tripod is the sum total. And that, of course, is Drea Humphrey interviewing Mac. No other coverage. Now, there wouldn't necessarily have been coverage here because it wasn't advertised as a court date, it was a telephone call. They couldn't prove or didn't offer proof that they had jurisdiction over Mac as a living human man. So I guess they're going to ask him to attend a different court date. And the saga continues. We're going to see how it goes.